husband, our 3-year-old daughter, Elliot, and my parents came to Martha's Vineyard for a family vacation in May of this year. The week before our trip, our daughter was sick with what we thought was just a touch of food poisoning. When we got to Martha's Vineyard on Sunday, we went to dinner and she quickly started to deteriorate. The next morning, she woke up and was throwing up. I called our pediatrician in Maryland, who recommended that we find a pediatric urgent care. And so we quickly headed to the emergency room. As I was filling in paperwork, we were admitted to one of the rooms and your amazing team started to work on Elliot. Visiting ERs is obviously a stressful experience for anybody, but we were especially worried because Elliot spent the first month of her life in the NICU and the first 9 months of her life on oxygen. So because of that, we were obviously super heightened to any healthcare issues with our daughter. I was immediately impressed with the level of care that we received from the doctors, the PA, the nurses, the ER technicians, and your front desk staff. Elliot received extensive tests, lab work, and care. And I was also very impressed and very grateful for the technology that your team had to treat her, particularly the ultrasound machine used to find collapsed veins, because she was extremely dehydrated. If you hadn't had that, we would have had to have been medevaced because Elliot, they could not get an IV into her at that point. I tell everyone our story and that your team are angels masquerading as humans. And I wish I could have recorded what had happened at one point in the day. She was very understandably upset because she'd been poked and prodded a lot. And all the nurses had been such wonderful people and throughout the day told us that they had young children as well. And I told them that her favorite song was from the theme song from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. And as I was holding her in my arms while they were trying to get an IV in, all 3 of the nurses and the PA burst out into hot dog, hot diggity dog. And I was trying so hard not to cry and laugh at the same time as they were sticking a needle into her arm. But it was just such a touching moment. And I still get emotional thinking about it. I am extremely grateful for the thorough communication from the doctors, the PAs, nurses. They gave us wonderful follow-up instructions, and they kept us well informed about all the tests and why they were being run, and just adding comfort to our experience. We spent about 24 hours in the ER, and we were able to resume our trip. And within a day, Elliot was back to normal and able to resume the remainder of our vacation. We as a family have also already discussed our next trip to Martha's Vineyard. It didn't dissuade us from coming back to the island. We loved it. But knowing that you are there and the level and quality of care that we received only makes us want to go back even more.